Hey, everybody. So we had some technical difficulties recording the Twitch stream the other day, which was the second half of the GenCon episode. So we've actually only had to do this one other time, but we're going to do it right now. We are going to re-record the second half of the GenCon episode, but in keeping with the one other time we had to re-record something due to technical issues, I have gone back and rewritten the story entirely. That way they're not just playing through something they know. So if you were one of the people who had an option to watch the live Twitch, I do apologize for that. We weren't able to salvage the audio, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who really the only opportunity they have to listen to something this long is through the audio. So we wanted to kind of make a choice that would allow the most people to hear it, because it actually is kind of relevant later. We had decided at some point that this story, we know where it fits, and the GenCon episode with O'Doyle fits in between the story that we call The Eye of Horus, and before, we actually don't have a title for this yet, but before the episode entitled Funhouse. It takes place during those couple of weeks before Funhouse. So we are going to treat this like a live show. I've got a timer going, and we're going to play through this story and see what happens. So for a quick recap, the way that the GenCon episode ended is that you guys had essentially won the race. You flipped the Sea Gobbler. It did go across the finish line, though. You guys are upside down, pretty beat up, and we saw Jake get surrounded by the 3 captured spirits and kind of beat on. His fate is unknown. Damien has just quipped at you guys like, oh, yeah, okay, you get these souls back, but I sure got a new one. And so that is where you are right now. Damien is walking back towards the 3 spirits, and those spirits are actually turning from that fiery red. They're slowly becoming more and more transparent, as it seems like he's essentially letting them go, and you can see that he is kind of over Jake, and he is talking down to him on the ground. What are you guys doing in the car?
I'm trying to scramble out of it. I want to get over there.
Okay.
Same.
All right, so roll Act Under Pressure to try to get out of this wrecked car.
Oof.
God.
Oh, my Lord. Right off the bat. That's a 4.
And I got a 7.
All right, so TJ, you can find a way out of the car. If you do, though, one of 3 things is going to happen. Either you being able to get out is going to actually make it almost impossible for Tass to get out without like professional assistance and, you know, jaws of life metal cutting.
My God.
It is going to not capture him in further, but you know that some of the stuff you've got to break through and kick through, it might start a fire. That's it. There was another option, but I mean, technically, I guess the third option would be that you can get out, but it's going to be slow.
I guess just take a while, because, I mean, I don't want to burn him to death or anything.
Yeah. Tass, you seem to be more tangled, and actually, as you struggle, you feel the car sliding down the ramp a little bit, down the kind of the incline of the track.
Oh, good.
And Jake.
Yeah.
You don't feel great. You are not dead, but you're pretty damn close. Damien comes over and he looks down at you. Well, I guess you're going to be coming home with me, finders, keepers, and all that.
No, please.
Yeah. You almost had me with that please, but I sure can't go home empty-handed.
I feel like this wasn't the deal, though.
Well, I mean,
we beat you.
You weren't supposed to die. That's unfortunately how it works. Everyone thinks that, you know, when you die, you go to heaven or hell based off of, you know, what you've done. Sometimes it's just a matter of who's there to snatch up the soul. And he holds his hand down towards you, and you can see that a mark appears on his palm and starts to glow.
I slap it away.
He pulls it away. You got to be quicker than that.
You want to race for it?
Yeah. And as you feel this essence start to flow out of you into his hand, he jolts forward towards you, and you see a very long, almost looks like a needle come out of his chest. And he and he falls to his knees next to you. And as he does, you can see that there is this strange, almost dog-looking creature with these two very long tusks, and it has impaled him.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
And it pulls away, and it goes over to those 3 souls that are starting to turn transparent, and it touches those tusks to the souls, and you see them glow and shimmer and go inside of this dog thing.
What?
And it absorbs the 3 of them and then sprints off into the night. You guys have gotten out of the car now, and you get out of the car just in time to see the tail end of this creature absorbing these 3 spirits and then sprinting away.
How big was that?
It was about the size of, like, Mercy.
Oh, like a big old St. Bernard.
Yeah,
looking
it's like
thing.
the size of
I
a
see.
St. Bernard.
Okay. I was like, is this the horse? What is this? Like, oh,
Horse-
God.
Horse
And
dog.
Damien is kind of kneeling on the ground, coughing and choking next to Jake's body.
Okay, I'm going to run to Jake first and check on him.
He does not seem to be home. His body is still barely breathing, but there is no, he's not following the pen light. He's not responding to auditory input.
I'm going to go over to O'Doyle and, like, I'm going to knock him over, like, onto his back. Like,
Okay.
he was on his knees, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, like, kick him over. Like,
Boot him.
yeah, just boot him.
Roll act under pressure.
That was a bad idea. That is a 9.
Okay, so you can knock him to the ground,
Mhm.
but when you do, it'll either knock this needle out of him, you're going to misplace your kick and kick him hard enough that you feel like it might end him, or you're going to knock him onto Jake, and the needle is going to go into Jake as well.
Oh, so this needle. So I was picturing this needle being one of that thing's tusks
It came out, and then,
and stayed in O'Doyle.
yep.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm going to go ahead and kick him to where the needle comes out.
He hits the ground, and this needle comes out, and Jake, roll a d6.
6.
Nice roll.
Maybe.
And you see that when he does that, there's a little bit of green energy that sparks off of the hole and goes away.
What'd you do to my friend, you jerk?
He's just breathing. He's barely holding on.
I'm going to slap him.
Tass, roll read a bad situation.
Okay. That's a 14.
All right, you get a hold 3.
Okay. Are there dangers I haven't noticed yet?
Yes, actually, right next to you, you see TJ beating up on O'Doyle, and the same energy that you saw getting drawn out of Jake, every time TJ hits him, you see some of it fading off into the ether, like he's losing parts of Jake that he was holding on to.
Oh, I'm going to grab his hands. TJ, stop. TJ, stop.
What?
Stop.
This asshole, like, totally just messed up our friend. I think he's
know.
dead.
We need him to be alive to tell us what the hell's going on, and you're messing that up, bub.
Well, I was trying to wake him up a little bit.
Well, you're not. You're putting him further in. Stop it.
Okay.
What is the best way to protect the victim?
The best way to protect the victim would be to figure out what this creature was and how it did this to him. And the best way to protect Jake would be to find a way to get Damien to release intentionally what he's holding on to instead of losing bits of it as he bleeds out.
Okay. I don't know that any of the rest of these are pertinent. Okay, I mean, I have it, so I guess I'll use it. What is the biggest threat?
The biggest threat in this moment is Damien dying with Jake still inside of him.
Ah, dirty. That's
No
never-
one wants to end up on the obituary page with that headline.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to heal him up. see here if I can.
Yeah, roll it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 12.
Yeah, so is it 2 points and
stabilize.
Okay. Yeah, so you were able to kind of actually take the that needle out of him, or take the needle that came out of him and put part of it back in to stop the hole that is essentially straight through him.
Brutal.
Yeah, but he seems to refocus a little bit.
Whatever you just took from Jake, you got to give it back.
No, I can't. It's all I've got. It's the only thing I've got left. That thing just drained what I've got. And if I let go of that, I'm gone. And, well, I mean, if I'm going to go, I hate to not have company.
What was that thing?
Did you see it?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw it as it was running away, but...
Did it look like, almost like the thing from Ghostbusters, like the dog?
Yeah.
Except with, like, big spikes on its face?
Yeah, with, like, tusk things.
Yeah. They're soul hunters, and they can sense when a soul has been out of a body too long, and that's how they feed. They track them down, and I must have had these out too long. God, that was real stupid. I've never had a soul out that long to attract one, but you gotta kill it with this. And he points at the needle in his chest. If you can kill it with this, it'll let the spirits out, and it'll let my essence back out, and then I'll let your friend go.
Oh God. Okay. I don't love what I'm about to suggest, but I mean, we need Jake for this. We need him.
Yeah.
What if oh God, what if I gave you part of myself?
Yeah, I can't, here. And he holds out his hand to both of you, to you and TJ. I can give you your friend back, but I gotta take something from you.
All right, but the deals still stand. We do this, we kill the thing, we get your essence or whatever it is back. Those souls go free, and so do we.
Yeah, Jake wasn't technically dead, so I can go by those. He'd have been dead in a second, but I stopped it. Doyle rules. Yeah, so he nods his head in agreement.
TJ, you okay with this?
Sure. And then I take his hand.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. So he drains from both of you. This is brutal. So everybody, as you are right now, Jake's soul goes back into his body. Everybody's at a -2 ongoing, thanks to TJ's devastating blow, which resulted in Jake rolling a 6. You guys are going to share those 6 essentially character points that Jake had lost from that hit.
Okay.
So everybody's at a -2.
Oh.
Okay.
But you are there. And Damien lays back down, and he kind of drags his hand on the ground. Come back. Come back when the job is done. And he pulls the needle out of his chest, and he throws it to you. And as he does, he finishes the mark that he has drawn on the ground, and a little dome of fire kind of rolls over him, very low to the ground. And he's just inside of it, kind of, you can kind of see through it, and it looks like he's almost in like a stasis.
Real quick, are you saying we're at like 2 harm?
No.
What is our harm sitch?
When he does this transference with you, you guys are all back at full health.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, at least we kind of feel good.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
And I'm checking on him like, oh my God, dude, that was close. Are you okay?
What just happened?
And
Yeah,
I'll kind
you
of
feel a little off.
Yeah.
I don't feel totally okay.
Me either. And I'll kind of fill him in, the dog thing, etc. Just give him the whole deal. So I mean, if we want to get all of ourselves back and get those souls back, we got to kill this thing, man.
I gotta get those souls back, or God's gonna be mad at me again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the deal. I got to get at least 2 of those back, I think.
Okay.
Who's carrying the spear?
I've got it.
Okay. Where did the thing go?
That way, and I'll point its direction.
Okay.
So we can literally try to track it, or, I mean, I don't know. Is there a way to come up with it? Like, this is a piece of it, I think, like an organic actual piece of it. Is there some way to, TJ, to like use its gross DNA and track it that way or something?
I'm sure there is. I'm positive there is. Absolutely there is.
Well, here's this, and I'm going to actually start looking around to see if it even left tracks.
All right, roll investigate a mystery.
Okay. 9.
All right, you get a hold 1.
Where did it go?
You can very clearly see the tracks that it made as it left the stadium. You feel like you'll be able to track it.
Yeah, definitely. I can follow this. Let's go.
Okay.
If we lose it, we'll try the whatever your stuff. And yeah, we're hauling ass, I think.
How are you going to follow? Are you going to try and flip the car? Are you going to try and follow on foot? It was moving at a pretty good click.
Jake, do you think you can flip this?
Is it even operable anymore?
If not, I can always make it operable.
Yeah, it's pretty banged up. You can see that it has slid down as you guys have been doing this further and further down the incline to the point that it is almost resting up against O'Doyle's car.
I love when you throw out little buzzwords like, here's a thing you can use.
Yeah.
Is O'Doyle's car running?
It's not, but the keys are still in the ignition.
That's all I need.
God, yeah, absolutely that one.
That's sexy.
I think it would be bad if a divine drove because it's like conflicting things. So I drive and I jump in the...
I'm just shaking my head.
I
demon
don't
car.
even open the door. I just jump in the window.
Yeah.
You Dukes the hazard in.
Yeah.
All right, real cool.
Oh god, I have a -2, don't I? Wait a minute. What is my?
Please
cool
take
already?
damage trying to look dope doing this.
Oh no! All right, here we go. Boxcars, come on! Oh no, not at all. 3.
3.
I rolled a 6. By
Yeah,
the way.
you're like, yeehaw, and you run and you like jump and kick your leg up, but you just get one leg in, so you just crotch against the side of the door.
I have to tell this real fast because this is one of my favorite memories of high school is being outside of a Dean's Party Mania. And it was a rainy day, and myself and my buddies were just actually getting out of the place and heading to my car. And one of them, Daniel, decided that he was going to get a good running start and then slide over the hood. But for whatever reason, and it's debated ever since, at that last minute, we don't know if it was just because the ground was slick or if he lost his nerve or what, but he didn't even sort of try to jump. He just ran full tilt, hip into the side of the car so hard that he left a dent.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And was bruised like bacon for days.
Just
and we
no
will
jump.
laugh. No, just full sprint into the side. So that's what I'm picturing, and that's canon now.
And then I just very gingerly
Limp into the
climb
car.
the rest of the way into
Yeah,
the car.
okay. Yeah, so you are going to try to drive this demon car.
Yep, sure am.
Roll act under pressure.
Oh, good. That's what you want to hear. Oh, my God.
No, that's like no.
You said act under pressure, right?
I did, as opposed to what?
Anything else? I'm going to give you 3 hold.
All right.
And use bottle it up to get to a 7.
Okay. And is that with your fancy -2 that everybody's now suffering from?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's right. -2. So no, I guess so that bottle it up doesn't even get you there.
Yeah.
So never mind.
You go to start the car and you're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And and you hear like a little voice. Welcome to On 6-Point Star. We do not believe this vehicle belongs to you. Please evacuate before we initiate fire cleansing.
Okay, and I'm going to step out.
You guys get out of the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you guys get out of the car and you close the doors and you just see the inside of it just goes into an inferno for about 30 seconds and then it dies back down. Yeah, you think that you might be able to get the sea gobbler flipped with enough get up and go.
I've just got blue balls now from this whole demon card.
I know, right?
Like, you bastard.
Yeah, hey, I didn't roll 2 1s.
That's true.
I guess.
I did. Oh, that was me.
I guess I'll try this.
Okay.
Oh my God, what's happening?
We have -2s. That's what's happening. And
Well, it
also,
doesn't matter.
I
bad
would have
rolls.
failed regardless.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
Yeah, so you go to
To hell,
flip the sea
you
gobbler.
piece of shit.
And you're like, okay, this needs a little strength. And you just, and it just spirals into a place that you don't see it.
Oh my God.
And it like winks out like you just uppercutted it off of the map in
Oh, no.
Smash Brothers. And it just winks out of existence.
I think I just hurled it into the stratosphere. I think it broke Atmo. I don't think we're getting that back.
I didn't know you could do that.
I can do anything.
He can do anything with science. You can throw stuff everywhere, and I've got a gun. I love this, and I start tromping after that trail as
All right.
fast as I can.
Following behind him.
Okay, so yeah, you guys start to head in that direction.
Oh.
As you try to track this, roll sharp.
Boy, that's a series wrap on the sea gobbler. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with -2, that is a 6.
Yeah, you guys go out of the stadium and TJ gets his flashlight out to try to help you spot these tracks. And as you shine the flashlight around, you hear a voice behind you. Give me your wallet.
Are you serious? Really?
Give me your wallet.
I'm gonna turn around and look at whoever this is.
It's just a guy. He's
So
just ragged clothes. He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
Yeah. And he's got it trained on Tass.
I was gonna try and intimidate him, but that's already my negative stat. So
You don't want to roll a -3, buddy?
I would rather not. I'm just gonna be like, come on, dude. I don't carry cash, and I'm gonna cancel the cards before you get to use them. This is gonna be a pain in everybody's ass. Just don't, please.
Roll manipulate someone.
3.
I'm having a good time.
Tash, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He
not,
shot me,
Not
didn't
armor
he?
defeating. He did.
Not armor defeating.
Yeah,
Okay.
not armor defeating.
So I kind of jar. What do I have to roll to try to quick draw and shoot the gun out of his hand?
Cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
that's
kind of what
pretty
I'm thinking. It's
cool.
cool.
Oh my God. I'm going to give you 1 hold to make that a 7.
Okay. Can you use that on cool, or is it just act under pressure?
Oh, you're right. I thought it was cool and not act under pressure. Nope, I can't use that.
Okay. You blow his hand off. You pull your gun and you shoot him. You go to disarm him. And the thing on Mythbusters happens where the bullet goes into his chamber and it just explodes.
Here's what you guys see if you're paying any attention whatsoever, is me looking for half an instant, horrified, and then going, nope, this is fine. And I want to walk over and medic his hand.
Roll it.
I'm going to make it worse. Guaranteed. No, I medic the shit out of his hand.
What'd you get?
I got an 11.
Okay. Yeah. You're able to put everything back where it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna take the gun. Like if there's anything left of it, I'm taking it away.
There's not really.
It's just in fragments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I find a bullet? Like has 1 bullet survived this?
Sure.
I just want to pick it up and throw it at him. Just like flick it in between his eyes.
Okay.
3 grown-ass men armed in the middle of it. You know what? Ugh, and I just walk away.
I take his wallet. I don't do that.
All right. So you guys walk away, and this man is very confused.
Sell the gun. What the hell, man? Just take the gun to a pawn shop or something. That's gotta be worth something.
You know, if you sell your gun, you feed yourself for a day.
I don't
If you-
want no.
If you teach a man to mug with a gun, you feed him for life.
You feed him until his hand gets obliterated.
The Critshow does not condone the use of guns for mugging
In crime,
purposes,
yeah, or crime in general.
In general.
Not all of the Critshow condones.
Oh my. Yeah, so you have lost these tracks. You guys are just kind of out on the street now. And this guy's wandering away.
With our thumbs up our asses.
I'm just fundamentally upset, just kind of going to dark alleys. Come here. Got a soul? Got a soul?
So what do you want to do to try to find this?
Oh, God, I'm going to go ahead and try and build a thing that will help us track this down. And what I want it to do is I'm going to take my electro blaster, because it's really the only electronics that I have left, and I'm going to create a little floating needle that will basically guide us to the dog.
Are you making like a demon dog divining rod?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
All right, roll weird science.
New band name right there.
Demon dog divining rod. Hold on. That is a 10,
Nice.
even with the -2s.
Excellent.
Oh,
It's a good roll.
Okay, what is your one requirement?
the one requirement is it won't be very reliable.
So you create it, and it seems to be pointing a direction.
Excellent. I think it's showing us the way. Let's follow it.
Well, we got nothing else, and follow it.
All right. Are you guys going to follow it on foot? Or are you going to try to find another means of conveyance?
I can go get the IPT cruiser, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Like, we'll keep heading that way and, like, literally just tell you where we're at. I mean, we're only going to get a minuscule few blocks, but every little bit counts.
Right.
So
Okay.
we'll follow it while you blink back and then drive to us.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Yeah, no problem. You're able to get back to the IPT and get the IPT cruise and head back to their location. You guys have gone a couple of blocks by the time he gets to you. As you've gone, it seems like the needle has changed direction and then back to the same direction again, maybe 2 or 3 times.
This thing's a little wonky, Haas.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the deal is, but like it's almost like it's pointing in one direction, then all of a sudden it's just changing back to the opposite direction, then pointing back again. Like
Not the opposite direction, no, just a different direction.
oh, okay.
It's like oh, north. Never mind, southeast. No, north.
Good. All right, well, it seems to be pointing this one the most, so let's stay on that for now.
Yeah, I think so.
So you guys hop in the car, and whoever wants to track, if it's the driver, if it is TJ with the device, roll sharp.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm going to help out by trying to like keep an eye on the other, like when it does sporadically look different ways. Like I want to keep good mental track to see if like when it switches, is it always going to a different direction?
Mhm.
Is it being random, and kind of try to keep him, call those out so that we are on the same page.
All right.
Okay. I got a 7.
I got an 8 to help him.
All right. So that gets you to a hot 8.
Nice.
Tash, you do notice that when it bounces a different direction, that you are always passing like a power grid.
For some reason, I was waiting for you to say like a McDonald's.
He actually made a McDonald's tracker. But yeah, it's always towards a centralized location of electricity.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's good to see that we have a context for why it's doing that. So I think where it bounces back to is right. That seems right.
Yeah. So TJ, you are able to point Jake a little further into town and then into an alley.
Okay. It's down this alley, Jake.
Yeah, I will cautiously pull down that alley.
All right. So you guys drive down this alley, and as you pass a couple of garbage cans, you see some shadows move, and you actually see the tail end of that kind of demon dog running up the side of the building.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. This thing can do
You kind of spooked it.
thing can do all kinds of whack shit. It can run up buildings.
Do I still see it?
Roll investigate a mystery.
8.
You get a hold 1.
I guess where did it go is what's in my head. I can't lie.
It's on top of the building. You can see it sniffing around at the top of the building, looking kind of into a window across the alley.
Oh, no. Okay. And I'm pointing it out to them. And I'm taking my sniper rifle and pointing like, should I?
I kind of shrug like, I guess. We don't have, unless we want to try and get in a building and go up the stairs or something and try and get closer to it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot at it.
All right, roll kick some ass.
Okay.
Oh, please do it.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Resoundingly do I not do it.
You fire a shot off into the air, and it leaps at the sound, and you actually see it leap across the alleyway into an open window in the building.
Oh, no, it's in that window.
Is there a fire escape
There is.
to the window?
Yeah.
Let's just go up the fire escape to the window.
Yep,
Oh,
up
crap.
we go.
All right. You guys get up to the window, and then there's just a dark apartment.
Get out the flashlights, bros.
Who's leading the way?
I'll do it.
No, I'll
No?
do it.
Oh, okay.
So you get out your light and roll investigate a mystery.
Well, if I'd have thought of that, I wouldn't have led the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad.
9.
All right, you get a hold 1.
I guess where did it go?
You see it sniffing around behind the couch.
Okay. I will sort of do some like SWAT, like point at my eyes, point at where it is, point at the spear. I think SWAT's better at this, actually. This is not SWAT shit. They've got like gestures that mean things. I'm just pointing at everything. Point at
You
the
make it like a plus sign and a minus sign. Like monster plus needle minus me.
equals, and I do like the cut across the throat gesture.
Yes.
Yep.
But basically, I want to gesture like that's where it is.
Go stab it.
Does Tass want to stab it, or does he want me to stab it? It's kind of the
Question is, who's got a better kick ass?
I'm pointing at me and vigorously shaking my head.
okay. Then I'll hold out my hand for the spear.
I will give it to him.
Is it hurlable? Does it seem like it throws okay?
With this on the back of it, probably not. It might be a little hard with his wrist blaster weighted to the back.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go try and stab it then. I'm going to go run it through with the spear.
All right, roll kick some ass.
Yeah.
10.
Nice.
All right. What is your extra effect?
I'm just going to go ahead and inflict terrible harm.
All right. It is in bad shape. You take 2 points of damage, armor defeating, as it rams one of these other needles into your leg.
Oh, does that one come off too?
It doesn't, but you feel strange for a moment. Like it seems like it's trying to drain you.
But does it withdraw that one from my leg?
It does not.
So it is just hanging out there, still attached to me?
Yep. Almost like it's trying to drain you, and it takes a second.
Okay. Well, then I just want to brain sickle this thing, please.
Roll kick some ass.
I've never heard that term before.
Oh, no. I don't like that reaction at all.
That's a 6.
Oh, God.
Man, that sucks. It is just whatever I roll on the dice is what I get now. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
So you go to brain sickle this thing, and you take 2 points of damage as you put it through your foot.
Oh shit.
And you can feel that it's still trying to drain you.
Is that 2 also armor defeating or not?
No.
Can I see that the one that's in his leg or that, is coming out of the thing and into his body?
Ask me that again.
Can I see the new spear sucker protruding from dog into Jake?
As far as I know, you guys have not said that you've come into the room. They are behind the couch. So no, you just see Jake thrusting at things behind the couch.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to run in.
You come around the corner right as he takes the mighty spear and jams it into his own foot.
Good. I want to try to want to get my shotgun and try to like blast the one that's in his leg,
Okay.
just to try to sever that.
You're just gonna shoot me in the other leg.
I want to sever this connection is what I'm going for.
Okay. Roll help out.
What of my things is this going to affect? Well, like help out's supposed to be they add to a roll, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be protect someone.
Oh, you're killing me,
Yeah.
Smalls.
Hey, he's the one who brought it up.
Sorry, dog.
You sack of trash.
I'm the one who's going to suffer.
Well, I would have had a 10,
Uh-huh.
but with a protect someone, it's a 9.
Yeah, so you level the shotgun right against the needle coming out of this dog's face, and you pull the trigger, and you see it just shatter into pieces. You take 2 points of damage, not armor defeating, because Jake freaks out and accidentally stabs in your direction as he goes to get his balance.
Awesome.
TJ, what are you doing?
I am looking for any heavy objects within this apartment. There's got to be like,
Oh, yeah, there's an old tube television.
awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn that into some sort of weapon of some sort using my power called Destructive Genius.
All right, roll it.
I don't have to.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
Don't fucking lie to me. I know the ramifications of if you fail this.
That's really good.
Hold on. I'm doing the math.
It's +3 -2, right?
It's +3 -2.
So that's a 10.
So that's a 10.
Okay,
Yep.
so what do you get for that?
Okay. It's going to be 2 harm, magic, close, loud, and 1 use. And then it's going to have +2 harm added to it. So +4 harm, messy and heavy too. And there's a lot of tags going on. Plus, it can be used up to 3 times, hopefully.
Okay. And so you are going to try to power fist this dog. There's got to be a better way to say that.
Well, when you put it like that, yes,
Okay,
I am.
Roll kick some ass.
I will use my 2-fisted science in this case.
I think you just always use it. I don't think you have to say
Yeah,
that.
I think I need to always
It's
say
just,
it.
it's no,
I
it's
need to say
literally
it.
on all the time.
Yeah, you can't use both fists. It's one power fist.
8.
You leap over the couch right as Jake accidentally stabs Tass with the old needle. And this dog explodes. You power fist down upon it with your 4 magic, heavy, messy damage. And everybody is covered in black goo. And you can see that energy starts to seep out of the mess on the floor. And the needle that Jake is still holding starts to glow.
Did we do it? I think we did it. We did it, right?
Where's the energy seeping to?
It's starting to float away.
Is there any way to absorb it into the needle, Jake?
Yeah, like touch the energy with it.
Doesn't the needle absorb the souls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we have to get O'Doyle's energy back to him or he's out.
Oh, okay. I'll touch the energy with the needle.
Okay. And it all goes in. Jake, roll half luck. So your total luck divided by 2 and rounded down if it's at an odd number.
Is that with a -2 on it as well?
It is not.
Ooh. 10.
All right. So you collect the energy.
All right. Let's GTFO.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go back down to the alley. You get in the IPT cruise and head back to the brickyard.
Yep.
Is O'Doyle still just there in his fire dome?
Yep.
Is he like responsive? Like, is he?
He is not.
I mean, I don't know how to let him know that we did the thing then, because it's made of literal fire, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you knock on it with your hammer?
What? I mean, it's literal fire. I don't know. I could just poke him with the spear. That might just kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
I'm gonna just get like
O'Doyle.
I'm gonna find a rock on the ground and just kind of huck it and see if it goes through the little dome and hits him.
No, it instantly turns to ash.
Oh God!
Huck your hammer at it or try to stick him with the needle.
I mean, having just watched something hit it and be obliterated, I'm nervous to touch it with anything that matters now.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
he's not responding, so we can either keep yelling at it for a while or we can try
What
that.
did he say before he went into the dome?
That he needed True Love's kiss.
I go down to give him.
I lean my face. I touch my face to the dome.
If love is real, the fire will spread away and leave your face.
I guess I will very cautiously kind of poke it with the spear thing.
Yeah. So as you poke the needle, it passes through.
Oh, okay. Then I'll give him a little jab in like the ribs.
So when you give a little jab, you see a little bit of energy like flick off of it and go into him, but then you obviously pull it away because you're jabbing and it stops.
Okay. Well, then I'll just kind of hold it out like touching him.
Okay. So yeah, you see some energy absorb into him, and the fire shield fades away, and he kind of sits up. Oh, holy shit! That's a hell of a thing.
You're telling us.
Did you kill that dog? I assume.
We did.
Oh man, that's great.
Can we have our Ness back now?
Yeah. I suppose that was kind of the deal we made.
Yep.
And the other three get to go loose.
He rubs his hands, and you see all this energy come out. Some of it goes into you, and you see a couple of spirits form, and then they slowly start to kind of fade.
I'm like, fade faster. Go.
Yeah,
Go to heaven before somebody
Get
else
outta here.
takes you.
And there is actually 4 that come out when he does that. And he's like, oh, no, sorry about that. And he kind of puts his hand out and reabsorbs the 4th one.
Well, now, wait, who was that?
It wasn't part of the deal. It's just that other one's not actually one that belongs to me. It's the one that I was transporting for someone else.
It wasn't part of the deal.
I know. It's just curious.
And you see the 3 of those fade away.
Okay, well, I think our business is concluded here, and you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome too. If it wasn't for me, your friend would have died.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm quite a medic.
I'm kind of like shaking my head at Tass, like, no, I would have died. I could feel it. I would have died.
Oof. So do those things work for anything, or are they just predators that feed on souls?
Yeah, they're just kind of wild.
Wow.
God, I can't imagine if you could tame one of those things. That'd be terrifying.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
I'm getting one.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I didn't know you're in the business of collecting souls.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay. I thought maybe we could like do a team up, do a spin-off.
And I turn around thinking I'm just going to go tip over the gobbler, and I turn around and be like, oh, no, it's gone. It's nowhere.
It's very gone.
Actually, it's there. It's on the other side of the track.
Oh.
While you guys were gone, it landed.
Oh, good.
With
It
a
just went up?
very hard thud.
Broken neck. It's got like 2.5 wheels.
Oh,
Good.
Poor
It's missing a
Seaguller.
wing. Man, you guys seem to be kind of handy in a pinch.
I'd like to think so. I mean,
All my time, that's the closest I've ever come to having to pay the bill. And sure enough, you guys stopped it.
give him the finger guns.
Hey, you rule. I suppose you guys would be interested in, I don't know, trading a favor for a favor.
What kind of favor?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't need anything yet, but world's coming a dangerous place. Maybe somewhere down the road I might need something like what just happened. Something that might benefit you guys, and in exchange I could do a favor for you sometime.
I just like wide-eyed look at the other two. Like, I don't know what to make of this.
I go over to Jake and just take him by the shoulder, and I'm trying to be as, quiet, and he doesn't, hey man, this is pretty cool. However, if he asks you to do something against your god, man, it's not gonna be good.
And I'm at this point kind of leaning on Damien with one elbow. Man, I am morally questionable at best. So whatever Jake says, that's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
Can we put some terms on it at least?
Sure, like what?
I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to do anything straight up evil. We can owe each other favors as long as we keep them sort of on neutral ground. I don't ask me to do anything horrible, and I won't ask you to do anything wonderful. Is that cool? Neither of us has to violate our ethos.
Sure, I can, yeah. I mean, you could do for me what you just did without violating your ethos.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I could go with that. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a coin and he flips it to you.
Thanks. Just supposed to go buy myself something nice. What is this?
As you catch it, it burns for just a brief second and it absorbs into your hand.
Oh, ew.
Just think about it when you need it.
Like the scarab from the Mummy?
Yes, it crawls down your arm
No, thank you.
into your heart.
Pass.
Okay. I sort of like breathe in and like give myself a once over and see if I just lost my divine abilities for making a literal deal with a demon. Do I still feel?
Yeah, nothing seems to be off.
All right.
I kind of wander off.
Okay.
Just done with this.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
out.
bored.
I'm out.
Can we actually, before he leaves?
Yeah.
No, never mind. I would just have to cash in the favor right now. Never mind.
Were you going to ask him to drive his car?
I was absolutely going to ask him to drive his car.
So Tass wanders off as Damien's kind of saying his goodbyes, and he gets into his car and drives away.
What do I have to roll to get a slushy through that windshield?
Oh,
As he drives off.
roll cool. Here, I thought you were wandering off to like do some like dark brooding thing.
9.
You see some of it gets in, like he sees it coming, and he rolls the window up, but you see a little bit gets in and like splatters against like the driver's side door, and he kind of laughs and gives you the finger guns.
And I do it back and I say, "Oh, Doyle rules."